Hey guys, Mark Anthony here for SiGMA Podcast. Today's discussion will be around Continent 8 technologies, and representing them today is Justin Cosnett, CPO, and David Brace, Innovation Director. Let's dive in. I have with me today Justin Cosnett, the CPO of Continent 8 Technologies, and David Brace, Innovator Director for Continent 8 Technologies. How are you guys?
Well, good, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, very good, thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you very much for joining us. So I'm just going to jump right into the first question. First of all, congratulations to Continent 8 Technologies on celebrating 25 years in the industry. Now, what significant changes have you seen over the last 25 years? And let's talk us through some of the company's major milestones.
Sure. So I myself have been here 10 years, but the company, as you say, has been 25 years, kind of there at the birth of online gaming, starting with the explosion in poker at the start of the 21st century, I suppose, 22nd. And we were providing rack power and internet effectively to power that online gaming boom. As times changed, UEFA came in, we migrated to Europe and then Asia as well. And we added DDoS protection and private network kind of spanning the globe to support that kind of growing infrastructure requirement. And then we came back to the US, first to be regulated and added a kind of cloud capability and an iGaming exchange. So those have kind of been the significant milestones geographically and also technologically in the company.
That's great. Now, the US market has really gathered pace over the past few years, and Continent 8 has been investing heavily in this market. Now, how has Continent 8 responded to this growth? And what is the next for the US market?
I think the major way Continent 8 has responded to this growth is by significant investment in always ensuring we are first in every marketplace. We aim to be live well in advance of a state launching regulations. And in terms of significant milestones, I think the US is likely to provide us with our 100th site. So we're currently live in 95 sites, and I'm hoping by June we'll hit number 100. I think for the US marketplace, recently Kentucky has shown us an example of how quickly things can move. Just 2 weeks ago, we had it down as a maybe it might happen this year. And then suddenly the House voted and passed the bill, the Senate passed a bill, and the governor signed it the same week. So from a 50-50 chance to having laws being enacted in 90 days, that kind of shows you the speed of the marketplace. And the major way we've responded to that is through investment. So cloud technologies, we've deployed our own cloud technology in a number of states in the US. And the primary driver for that is helping our clients be first to market. So we provide infrastructure that's there for them to use, and it kind of circumvents any requirement for purchase of hardware, and it just speeds everything up for everyone. And I think the final thing for the US this year is going to be disaster recovery and business continuity. We've made a significant investment in opening up additional sites, allowing operators to deploy 2 platforms in a state, and give them that kind of reassurance that if anything happens to any infrastructure or data in a primary location, they have a secondary location ready to go. And it's that kind of consolidation we feel, because there's not going to be that many new states launching this year.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, as part of your history, you mentioned that one of the most recent innovations is the gaming exchange. Now, tell us a bit more about the exchange and the advantages it provides to your customers.
Okay, yeah. So as part of kind of providing DDoS protection for online gaming, we collect a huge amount of net flow data of what internet endpoints are being used by our customers. And we were seeing customers not connecting to just cloud and CDN providers, but also each other, either in the same location or geographically different locations. Things like progressive networks, poker networks, B2B and B2C. A lot of that activity takes place across the C8 network. We've got quite a unique and good and advantageous position there. And what we've managed to do, therefore, is kind of create a private MPLS or internet. It adds reliability and privacy. So it brings a reduced cost and outage potential to customers. And that privacy means that there's there's less surface area for a DDoS attack. So we we're bringing a way for our customers and their partners to kind of connect privately and not be a subject to DDoS attack. And that's the core of the gaming exchange. We're looking to hopefully in the future expand that out to other locations and other customers that aren't currently within the C8 network.
Now, would you say that cybersecurity is one of the greatest challenges operators are facing from an infrastructure perspective? And how do your solutions help address these challenges?
Sure. I mean, the cost to industry in downtime can be kind of millions of pounds as well as reputational. There's huge cost, and we've seen some of that recently. We've seen a lot of attacks because I think iGaming has been seen as a soft or an easy target. That growth that David mentioned in the US has seen, a bigger target across gaming's back, and there's been some very public examples. Private network kind of limits that surface area I mentioned. It limits the attack surface area, and DDoS protection allows us to protect the internet access. We've then got WAP and WAF products. They kind of protect the application itself or the API between those B2B partners or the actual application that the consumer is touching against attacks such as credential stuffing, for example. There was a big recent public instance. And then we add managed security products. So SOC and SIM, which is effectively kind of log collection from all the different endpoints and firewalls and instances of customers' data and consumers' production and corporate environment. And then analysis and response. So we pull that all in, and then we have a team that will review the kind of alerts and the machine learned generated events and kind of contact customers proactively and aid them in kind of dealing with that response, and right up to endpoint detection. So we add kind of MDR and EDR, which is the kind of next generation of antivirus and malware protection. It's helping customers to kind of protect every endpoint, all the laptops and desktops that their staff use, as much as the production end of the environment that customers run in our data centers in various places around the world, as you've already heard.
Now, I know the Continent 8 saw huge waves of DDoS attacks over Christmas and the World Cup. Is this a trend you expect to continue, or what other threats can the industry expect, and are we taking it seriously enough?
I think to answer the first part of the question, I'd say yes, it's a trend we expect to see continuing. Not only in size, also in complexity. So our colleague Leon Allen, the Director of Cybersecurity, recently wrote a really good long-form blog and a case study on those events. And what we saw there was not only the size, so it was the largest ever attack we witnessed against one of our customers, it was actually the complexity. So it was an attack that varied in type. And one of the primary things the DDoS attack was used to do was actually to disguise the fact that people were trying to do credential stuffing attacks as well and account takeovers. So the kind of the big volume, the big noise DDoS attack was disguising something more complex going on in the back end. And it's kind of a trend we expect to see continue, where people are using one type of attack and then doing another one in the background. Just in terms of attacks, the complexity, yes, we're going to see those. And one of the things, as Justin mentioned, is protecting machines themselves. So endpoint detection and endpoint mediation is one of the big things, and coupled with a robust kind of business continuity strategy. So as we mentioned, you might have a primary infrastructure in one location. What is your backup plan? What is your business continuity plan? And also the final thing is, have you actually tested it? All the best laid plans, normally fail at the first step when they're enacted. So that's the big thing we're going to be pushing this year. And a number of our customers are on board with that, is actually testing failover plans and mitigation plans. So I think that's the point is DDoS attacks and cybersecurity are one thing, but then having the people, the processes and the technology behind to ensure you can continue working while you're being attacked. That's where we're looking to go.
Good. Now, finally, David, Justin, you've been terrific so far. Thank you very much. I have one final question for you. Now, while you celebrate these 25 years of reliable innovation in 2023, what does the future look like for Continent 8?
More of the same and better is what we're looking to do. So we've made a significant investment recently in customer-facing staff. So we've launched a new customer success team who are a high touch point for all of our customers. And that's one of the things we're looking to do is investment in ourselves to deliver even more excellent service to our customers. In terms of technologies, we're looking at a lot of edge cloud, edge computing. So bringing our technology and our products not only closer to our customer, but closer to their customers. And we're looking to improve speed of content delivery and agility for our customers. So edge is going to be the big thing this year. We're always going to be looking at new technologies. So there's a lot of talk in the media about AI at the moment. In my personal opinion, a lot of the things we're seeing listed as AI are not really artificial intelligence at all. It's just variations on machine learning and scripted responses. But, you know, Chat GPT is a big thing at the moment. And, you know, we're going to be looking closely at any kind of implementation of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and how we could integrate those into our platforms, but also bring that kind of trusted advisor to our customers and edging a little bit of caution. Don't jump too deep on these brand new technologies until they've been tried and tested.
I actually have a follow-up question to that. I'm sure you've heard about the ban of ChatGPT in Italy. Have you got any insights or anything you'd like to share about that? Because of course we're talking about using this new technology very responsibly. Of course, if other countries were to adopt the same, culture behind ChatGPT, then it's questionable how long it's here to stay for. But anything you guys want to add to that?
Do you want to go, Justin, or shall I go as I brought it up? I'll go. So for me, I think the issue with Italy at the moment is ChatGPT have almost isolated themselves. So they don't feel that they can adhere to some of the rules that the Italian government have set out. So they've actually blocked users in Italy from accessing the platform. And I think there's plenty of videos and news articles out there where ChatGPT is not intelligent as such. It is just responding to responses you give it. Behind it, there's a huge data set of data that's been put in there, and it's not always been checked by a human. So there are very interesting cases where you can put certain words in and ChatGPT will go off on a tangent and it will swear blind that today is Wednesday rather than Tuesday. And I think we're a few steps away from having through kind of realistic artificial intelligence that doesn't have these foibles in the background. And yeah, just urge caution. You know, we've all been on websites where there'll be an automated chatbot responding to you. You know, you type in a message, and I would say that in my experience, probably 50% of the time it will give you an answer that's valid. 50% of the time you just end up having to ring somebody or send an email. So those technologies are a long way from being complete, and I would urge caution with their adoption, especially in customer-facing roles. So yeah, anything to add, Justin?
Can't yet do podcasts, even though it can do content generation. So we're not too scared for our jobs yet. But yeah, it's a significant kind of leap recently. But yeah, lots to be cautious as well as optimistic about. I think, as David said, integrating some of these capabilities into especially cyber and also customer service. You know, I concede, as David said, chatbots are not yet there. When they are there, then it's worrying. When you really can't tell the difference between a human and an AI, then there could be some significant upsides as well as risks.
Yeah. Guys, that would be all from me. Justin, David, you've been absolutely terrific. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for the insights. I wish Continent 8 Technologies a lot of success, not luck, because you guys are working very hard from what I can hear. And I'm hoping to see you at our next events. We're going to be in Brazil this June from the 14th till the 18th, and from the 19th till the 22nd of July we'll be in Manila, Philippines. So I would very much hope to see you both over there.
Brilliant, thank you. We'll be represented, so one of us will see you there.